Tiffany Forrest family. How y'all doing today, gang? I'm doing good. Good morning to everyone. Good morning to you, and way in the back. Good morning. Today is July 29th, and I hope y'all are having a good day at work today, and stuff like that. So today, you guys, we're gonna talk about why do people question your parenting. Y'all know I have been a parent for 10 years. Those of you who know, I lost a baby when I was 17. And it took me 7 years to have another child behind that first child. Y'all know I have a 10-year-old, a 9-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 5-month-old baby who will be 6 months next month. And a lot of people question your mothering and your fathering. Not sure why people do that. They just do. People like to question what you do for your kids, how you do it for them, whether it's, buy them clothes, shoes, book bags, utensils for school, making sure that they have all their wants and needs is taken care of. But yesterday really, really bothered me, y'all. I never thought a person in my life would question my mothering skills so much to where it just makes you wonder if you're doing enough or if you're not doing enough, if you're doing too much or not, what you would like for yourself to be doing as a mother. But I've always said I've never questioned my mother skills at all. I can be hard on my kids from time to time. Sometimes I yell too much. Sometimes I scream too much. Sometimes I probably get on their nerves. They probably get on mine and stuff like that. But that's normal. I love my kids to death. My kids are my entire world. There's nothing that I wouldn't do for them or with them or along with them. I wouldn't put them in no type of danger. Whether it's with my significant other, without my significant other, or however the case is. I've always said to people, whether they agree with it or not, it's okay. I'll be okay if I'm with that person or without that person. Because at the end of the day, I'm still a mother. And I have to make sure that I put them first and put me last as I always have done. But it was kind of hurtful. Our son hurt himself yesterday from playing too rough and too hard. I mean, he's a boy. That's what boys do. I have 2 sons. With him being the first son, I never had boys. I had girls. So I never experienced that type of thing until I had a son of my own. So when I see boys play rough, I know that's how they are because it's just a common thing that boys do. So he hurt himself. I told him to get in the bed, take a nap, go to sleep. You'll be okay. He's alright right now. I told him, I said, hey, no more running around, no more playing rough. You'll be okay. I just need you to slow down, chill out, take a chill pill. Try not to do too much running around, skipping and hopping and running. But, him being a boy, he's not going to listen to his mama. He's going to do what he wants to do and hurt himself. Anyway, so, and for a person to tell you that they might have to babysit your own kids just to make sure they don't hurt themselves. Like, you ain't even got to do all that. You ain't even got to take it to that extent. It's not even that serious. Because I've seen my daughters hurt themselves. I've seen my son hurt himself multiple times. And I mean, you ain't got to do all that just to prove a point or not prove a point. But they'll never question a mother on their mothering skills because that's insulting their intelligence and them as a person, as an individual. And that makes a person feel in life like, hey, it's not okay for you to question me. If I question you, then it would be a wrong situation. I never question the other parent. You know what I'm saying? I just don't do that because it's not in me to do. I don't question, what they need to do for their kids, what they don't need to do, what they're supposed to do, what they're not supposed to do for their own kids. I let that person decide what they want to do for their kids and what they don't decide to do with their kids, and that's on them. in general, whether it's my significant other or not. I just don't do that anymore because it doesn't make it any better to do it or to not do it. When you do question a person's parenting skills, it makes it more difficult for them. Even if you don't do it, it still doesn't. It's still a difficult situation. And a lot of mothers in life, when they're being questioned about how much they spend on food and how much they spend on bills and different things and their kids and different things like that, people will always do that. No matter how you look at it, people are going to question you for everything you do and you don't do. So I was questioned when I was homeless, when I wasn't homeless, when I was doing the right thing, when I wasn't doing the right thing, when I was trying to do the right thing, when I wasn't trying to do the right thing. I was getting questioned no matter what I did. And, as a parent, you're always going to be questioned. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying when people question you, just think of it as a motivational type of thing. Don't take it too serious, but don't take it too lightly in the same content. Because I'm the type of person. Go play. I'm still doing a video. Can y'all go play, please? Go zip your zipper up. Go play. Stop. Go. Out. I'm not done yet. Out. Excuse me, y'all. My kids are always being nosy. But anyhow, that just makes you not, want to be involved with people, whether you're in a relationship or not. I get tired of getting questioned. I get to a point where, people, people gonna do what they want to do regardless. They're gonna do what they want to do regardless. But I walk away at some point. The person said I get mad about stuff and I be wanting to fight and all that. Like, ain't no need to fight. Ain't no need to argue. Ain't no need to nitpicking and making things bigger or smaller than what they need to be. I'm just the type of person I've learned to try to make sure that I walk away from the situation, whether I'm making it bigger or small or not. I don't mind walking away from nobody. You know what I mean? I really don't, because it makes it better for me as a parent. Because what you might not see me do right now might not be the same thing that you see me do later. So, don't ever question your child's mother. Don't ever question your child's father. Let them do what they gonna do. As a mother, you're gonna make mistakes. As a father, you're gonna make mistakes. You don't keep making the same mistakes and the same choices or the same decisions. And you don't just let people in your family or outside your family question what you do for your family. You know what I'm saying? That you have in a household together, whether you and that person together or not. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make the best decisions and choices in life. And being questioned it's not cool. You know what I mean? People can become doubtful over being questioned. People can feel unmotivated. People can feel like, what they do for their kids is not enough for you. They can feel like it's not enough for them specifically. And it's not a good feeling. People think it's okay just to do and say whatever they want to say, and it doesn't hurt a person in the end. But 9 times out of 10, 99% of the time, it does. And those of y'all who know me, a lot of y'all know my story. A Pacific family member was questioning everything I did after my grandparents died and before they died. So, I was questioned before I even had children of my own. So, just don't do that. Try to talk about something else. Even if somebody do question what you do as a mother, as a father, try to ignore it. Don't let it go left or right. Just let it roll off your back. Keep going. Keep doing what you need to do as a parent. You know what I mean? As long as it's enough for you and you're doing what you're supposed to do for your kids, for yourself. Like I said, as long as it's enough for God, that's it. As long as it's enough for Him, You know, that's fine. It ain't got to be enough for everybody else. Everybody else is beside the point. As long as God sees that you making an effort, making time, showing love, showing encouragement, empowerment, trying to move forward in life, you know, whether you have all your kids together or not, just try to keep going no matter what, you know what I mean? Because parenting can be hard, it can be difficult. There's so many mothers and fathers out here that don't have help, that do have help. You know, I'm in that bracket where I don't have help anymore, you know. I don't have grandparents that I can ask to watch them, you know, spend time with them, take them to do things and stuff like that. When I did have the help, it was great to have the help. But it's different when you just, you know, doing it yourself. So it can be difficult doing it yourself and not doing it yourself, and it still can be difficult. Managing a household full of kids, you know, making sure you things get chores done in the house, outside the house, and helping your kids throughout the week and the weekend. So, you know, don't let that stuff knock you down, you guys. You know, I've let stuff knock me down. I've let stuff deteriorate my spirit as a person, as an individual, as a mother, as a friend, and stuff like that. So, you know, like I said, you guys, it's not here. Here, stop getting that all over your shirt. Go. It hasn't been an easy thing, but you know, like I said, it is what it is. You know, I'm not gonna let what he say or do bother me no more. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let that person say what they gonna say, and at the end, I'm gonna do what I need to do for my kids, whether we're together or not. And it is what it is. So don't let people question you. All right, love you guys. Thank you guys for all your support, your love, your prayers. I appreciate each and every one of you that's liking and commenting on the videos, like the shorts. I appreciate it so much. And if you came to the end of the video, Tiffany Forrest gang, love you much, and God loves you. Let's keep growing together. All right, bye.